Welcome to Mind Awakening TV, where we explore thought-provoking insights, expand your mind, and challenge the way you see the world. If you're ready to open your mind and unlock new perspectives, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and awaken the power within. The Inner Garden. How mindfulness meditation changed my life. In a bustling city, where the cacophony of honking cars and chattering pedestrians formed a relentless soundtrack, lived a girl named Clara. She was a typical teenager, navigating the tumultuous waters of high school, friendships, and the ever-looming pressure of expectations. Clara often found herself overwhelmed, her mind racing with a million thoughts, each one vying for her attention, leaving her feeling like a ship caught in a stormy sea. It was during one particularly chaotic week, when deadlines loomed and social dramas unfolded, that she stumbled upon the concept of mindfulness meditation. It happened serendipitously. Clara was at the local library, searching for a book that could distract her from her spiraling anxiety. As she scanned the shelves, her eyes fell upon a worn, colorful cover that read, "The Art of Mindfulness." Intrigued, she pulled it from the shelf and began to leaf through its pages. The book spoke of inner visualization, a technique that promised to cultivate a serene mental landscape. Clara felt a flicker of hope. Perhaps this was the escape she desperately needed. That evening, she found a quiet corner in her room, dimmed the lights, and sat cross-legged on her bed. With the book beside her, she closed her eyes and took a deep breath. The first few attempts at meditation were clumsy. Her mind darted from one thought to another like a butterfly flitting from flower to flower. She thought about her homework, her friends, and the latest gossip that had infiltrated her social circle, but she was determined to find that elusive calm the book spoke of. Over the next few days, Clara persisted. She learned to anchor her thoughts by focusing on her breath, allowing the inhalation and exhalation to guide her back whenever her mind wandered. Slowly, she began to visualize a garden, a lush and vibrant sanctuary that existed solely within her mind. In this garden, the sun shone warmly, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers. Each time she meditated, she would walk through this garden, noticing the colors, the textures, and the sounds of nature that enveloped her. The garden became a safe haven, a place where the chaos of the outside world faded into the background. As the weeks passed, Clara noticed subtle changes within herself. The once overwhelming tide of anxiety began to recede, replaced by a gentle current of tranquility. She found herself more present in her daily life, able to savor moments that had previously slipped by unnoticed. The laughter of her friends, the warmth of the sun on her skin, the taste of her favorite ice cream. Each experience felt richer, more vibrant. The garden in her mind flourished, reflecting her growing sense of peace. One afternoon, as she sat in her garden during meditation, she encountered a particularly vivid image. In the center of the garden stood a majestic tree, its branches stretching wide, laden with blossoms of every hue. Clara approached the tree, feeling a sense of reverence. It felt as if the tree held the wisdom of the universe, its roots deep in the earth, its leaves whispering secrets of the wind. In that moment, Clara understood that the tree symbolized her own strength and resilience. Just like the tree, she could weather storms and still stand tall. With this realization, Clara began to integrate mindfulness into her daily routine. She practiced being present in the moment, whether she was studying for a test or sharing a meal with her family. Each experience became an opportunity to cultivate her inner garden. She learned to acknowledge her thoughts without judgment, allowing them to drift away like clouds in the sky. The practice of mindfulness transformed her interactions, fostering deeper connections with her friends and family. Conversations became more meaningful, filled with genuine interest and understanding. However, the journey was not without its challenges. There were days when Clara felt the familiar grip of anxiety tightening around her chest, when the pressures of school and life seemed insurmountable. During those times, she would return to her garden, seeking solace in its beauty. She would visualize the tree, grounding herself in its strength, reminding herself that it was okay to feel overwhelmed. The garden became a place of healing, teaching her that it was not about eliminating stress, but learning to navigate through it with grace. As the school year drew to a close, Clara felt a profound shift within her. She had come to understand that mindfulness was not just a practice, but a way of life. The lessons she learned in her inner garden extended beyond meditation. They seeped into every aspect of her existence. She began to approach challenges with curiosity rather than fear, viewing setbacks as opportunities for growth. The world outside her window became less daunting, and she embraced each day with a newfound sense of purpose. One evening, as she sat on her bed reflecting on her journey, Clara realized that the garden was not just a sanctuary, but a reflection of her own inner landscape. It had taught her the importance of nurturing herself, of tending to her thoughts and emotions with kindness and compassion. The vibrant flowers that blossomed in her mind mirrored the joy she discovered in her heart. The tree stood as a testament to her resilience, a reminder that she could weather any storm. Clara's journey through mindfulness meditation had transformed her life in ways she never imagined possible. It had shown her that amidst the chaos of the world, there existed an inner garden, an oasis of calm waiting to be cultivated. With each breath, she had learned to embrace the present moment, uncovering a profound peace that resided within her all along. As she closed her eyes and took a deep breath, she felt a deep gratitude for the journey she had embarked upon, knowing that the garden would always be there, a sanctuary she could return to whenever she needed to find her way back to herself. Thank you for watching this episode of Mind Awakening TV. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an awakening moment. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and let's continue the conversation. Stay curious and keep expanding your mind.